Hi, I'm Shannon McGee, strategic business coach and franchise owner with Network in Action here in the metropolitan Nashville area. And today I have Brad Sherk with M3 Technology Group. Thanks for joining me today, Brad.
Thanks, Shannon, for having me. Glad to be here.
Okay, so tell us a little bit more about M3 Technology and what you do, because technology is a pretty big category.
It absolutely is. We are a audio video integration and design company based in Nashville, Tennessee. We started in 2002 in the founder's garage with, I believe, 4 employees.
Oh, wow.
And they put in audio and visual systems in Fox and Hound and Bailey's restaurants across the country. Sort of grew from there, working with bigger customers in Nashville and really spreading out regionally in the Southeast. Several big customers here and nationally. We based in Nashville, like I said. We have offices in Houston,
Okay.
Texas, Knoxville, Tennessee. We have employees in Kentucky and Alabama, and really do have a national reach, despite the fact that we're a medium-sized company in Nashville, Tennessee.
So, what are the types of companies you typically work with?
We're looking for AV projects in the corporate area, healthcare, government, military, and higher ed is sort of where we like to focus. However, audio video can be installed in many different circumstances. Restaurants, bars, digital signage, churches, many areas, lots of applications, lots of way to communicate.
Mhm.
At our heart, we really are a communications company.
Hmm.
And it's sort of funny, we install our stuff, we almost look like a construction company. We say we're AV, we do communications, we really do it with construction and getting stuff where it needs to go so it works right and looks good.
So that makes me think, when do people need to start thinking about AV? When do you need to be brought into the project?
Certainly depends on the complexity of the project. The earlier, the better, especially on larger scale, new buildings, renovations. We want to be in early design development phase,
Okay.
potentially. We love to talk to architects. We talk to more of them every day. It didn't used to be that way. Just makes things so much easier when pathways and electrical and infrastructure is in place to make the AV work. A lot of times, if you get too far along in the space, and you come in and say, hey, I need to put ceiling speakers there, it's very hard to do and you have to backtrack a lot of money. The earlier we can get in, the better to help plan not only the system, but how it's going to work within the framework of that space.
Sure. Well, and I imagine most of us are somewhat aware of what AV and audiovisual stand for, but I would assume that technology's come a long way. And there's probably a lot of things that you're seeing in trends, especially in corporate, that would surprise people of the capabilities. Kind of a spur of the moment question, but I can only imagine technology changes so quickly.
It does. We're in a good spot right now as far as connections and how things work together. A lot more of it is network based, so we're seeing a lot more overlap in the IT space.
Okay.
Uh, on a client's network or on a separate AV network, which is probably preferred. Uh,
Mm,
so we do talk to a lot of IT directors, IT folks about security, infrastructure, management, because a lot of times they get tasked with AV for a company, whether they like it or not. So
yeah.
we're there to help them out. Still have a huge focus on remote meetings, video conferencing, and hybrid. Um,
Mhm.
been that way since 2020. That has probably changed the most. You have people who use Zoom, you have people who use Teams, WebEx, other platforms. How do you take a room and make it work with all of those
Yeah.
seamlessly and easily? Maybe with a touch panel, you hit a few buttons, your call is going. The audio is right, which is the hardest part. We can get the video working, we can put a TV up and a camera. I could see you. That's great. Getting the audio to work in bigger rooms, especially, is very hard, and that's something we specialize in.
That makes sense. Well, and you said something I bet a lot of us haven't thought about the fact that I know that the AV tech has been overlapping, IT network for a long time, but it totally makes sense where you just said a separate AV network and your IT network. And I'm sure that's a trend, but I think that would also be a surprise for some people that are starting early, like in the planning stages, just to be aware of.
Sure, and the main reason is really bandwidth, especially for video. It can really take up a lot of space on a network. if you're not prepared for it. Some people want it that way. It still may be broke off on its own VLAN,
Hmm.
it's something you need to plan for. We love to have access to the network and have them talk to each other for control and service. So we can
Hmm.
service stuff remotely, have someone get into the network and the system, see there's a problem, maybe fix it remotely. We don't have to wait. We don't have to send a van. We can just fix it and your room is back up and running. We even have software available that will monitor a room. We might know about the problem before you do. So
Wow.
there's really a lot of things we can do to help you out and make your systems work better.
I love that. Well, Brad, if someone wanted to get a hold of you, what's the best way to reach you?
My quickest way is cell phone, of course, 615-653-7097. My email is Brad Sherk, BRADSHERK, at m3techgroup.com. That's the letter M, number three, techgroup.com.
Wonderful. Well, thanks for joining me today, Brad. It's really fun to listen to like some of the changes and capabilities and realizing that in today's day and age, audio video is as important as our standard computer tech network. It's just as important.
Absolutely, it helps our clients communicate and accomplish their mission, and can really help them with their clients and what they're doing. And we want it to work and be dependable and be able to back it up. We all hate it when stuff doesn't work when you need it. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thanks for joining me today, Brad.
thank you, Shannon. Have a great day.
You too.